guess where I am? Grab your coffee or tea and come hang out with me. I was trying to hold off and I was going to do the video outside this morning, but it's still overcast. The rain has stopped, but it's still real overcast, and I don't know if it's going to clear off. And I'm going in the water today. Doesn't matter if it's raining. As long as it's not thundering and lightning, I'll be in the water today. That's one of the things that I really, really enjoy. So find things that you enjoy that help to bring peace to your heart, fill your cup, because we all need these things. We all need to find things that are rewarding to us, right? So we all have to have those things. But today I'm talking to you guys about, as I was saying yesterday, the video I said yesterday was we were talking about checking ourselves before we wreck ourselves. And we need to do that. And sometimes it means to take some downtime and really spend some time thinking about things, right? Reviewing things. And we need to do it on a regular basis. Now, you guys know that Mondays, and today's a Monday. Mondays are usually my planning day. And I don't wait until Monday to plan the rest of my week. I spend Mondays on looking at what I have in my planner and calendar for the upcoming, foreseeable future. Take a look at that, then break it down and see if I need to make any adjustments. And then for the week, really fine tuning on what I can do to get the best ROI, the return on investment of the time, the money, and energy that I'm spending in the course of that week. So that's where the checking ourselves before we wreck ourselves comes into play, because we all only have 24 hours in a day and we need to maximize that, right? Whether it be for to bring more joy into our lives, and you guys know I talk about that all the time, and or whatever results, because we need to think about what results that we're trying to get, starting with the end result in mind. So today I want to talk to you about intentionally, right? I want to talk intentionally about being intentional, about getting to the root of things that is going to make a positive and lasting, change and difference, but get you the positive results that you're looking for. So you guys know I show up with you guys. It doesn't matter where I am, whether I'm at home, whether I'm at the lake, whether I'm coming to you doing a video from an airport, because I've done that before too. So risers, it's just the way it is. I'm real with you guys and authentic and share. So here we go. I already did the post this morning from the verse of the day which was from 1 Peter 4. Yeah, 1 Peter 4. And that verse was, most important of all, continue to show deep love for each other. For love covers a multitude of sins. Okay, so breaking this down, risers, we're all sinners. There are things that we sin, and they can be the smallest things. If we are looking at, I was trying to call, I gotta do this. When we look at the things that we do, we're not perfect. We are going to sin. There's going to be little things that we do. It may be cursing somebody that cuts us off, or whatever the case may be, or we might speed when we're driving. The different things. So what I really want for us to look at today in regards to this verse is showing deep love for one another. And there's different loves, and you guys know that there's the love that we can have for a brotherly love, right? That's what we're talking about in regards to this. Because when there's a love that we have for our children, there's a love that we have for our spouse, that there's love that we have for our animals. Those types of loves are different than the love that we have for our neighbor and the brotherly love in general that we're talking about. But I want you to realize that love doesn't mean that we enable And that's where things went off the rails. Things have gone off the rails because so much enabling has happened. And so we need to get to the root of that and start to turn things around, because if we don't change what's happening there, it's just going to continue. And that's even talking about with our children, right? Our children and our grandchildren. If we want to make a positive, lasting impact, we need to go to the root of things and be intentional about things. So this is why I wanted to do this video and share this morning. So we'll touch back on this. But then Proverbs today, Proverbs 15 and 33 is the one that I chose to share the post about today. But I want to add this in to this video today, because fear of the Lord teaches wisdom, and humility precedes, this word precedes, honor. And there's so many of us, right? That, we want to gain the wisdom, and we have to be, have humility about things, because that comes before honor. Many people want to jump right to, they think they deserve that honor. But they're not doing the things that they need to do, and gaining the wisdom and having the humility in order to get that. So, talking about, again, children and grandchildren, we've all heard the saying, if we spare the rod, we're going to spoil the child. Well, that's the same thing. When we are, as a parent, right? So this is kind of like a plea. I'm asking, this is a plea, basically, I'm putting out there, and maybe a challenge. Think of it as this way. When you see a parent at a store, right, not allowing their kid to get whatever it is that they want at the store. And if the kid starts throwing a hissy fit and lays on the floor and is kicking and screaming and crying, applaud the parent for doing the right thing. Instead of looking at them and just making faces and being like, why are you letting your child behave like that? Applaud those parents for doing the right thing, for not giving in and just handing things over and enabling them, because kids are manipulative, just as Satan is. Satan's manipulative, and he tries to flip things over, and so that he's getting his way about things. So let's look at it this way. Encourage people when they are parents, when they're doing the right thing parenting. Applaud them. When their kids are acting out like that, looking at the kids, and it's just not acceptable. Saying to the kids or whatever, or hearing you say, applauding the parents, you're doing the right thing, and telling them you're doing the right thing. Sooner or later, the kids will get the picture, like, hey, this isn't going to work. Trying this, to get my own way isn't going to work. We need to get back to that type of stuff. Be intentional about things. So I myself, as I continue, right? I'm continuing to learn and grow. I believe that we are all, if we're not trying to grow and learn, we're slowly dying inside. It's like we're on that escalator, right? The escalator that's coming down, and we're trying to walk up it. So it's going the opposite way. If we're not continuing to walk and at least keep ending at a certain pace, we're going to be ending up going down. And that's no place to be. That's no place to be. We want to be able to enjoy our lives, live our lives to their fullest potential. And God, have you ever, really thinking about this is kind of laughable, because it's in part of what I had shared about in the post about this morning about what Satan does and how Satan tries to switch things around. When we talk about fear of the Lord, people and Satan will come to come to in whisper, those whispers. Well, trying to turn it around. Fearing the Lord is actually being, he's being narcissistic and he wants to be a dictator, and you can't enjoy your life and can't have fulfillment in your life because God's keeping you from that. It's just the opposite. Satan is the one that is causing these issues for you. Think about this. So, risers, I really, really want us to be applauding the people that are doing the right things, because there are, when people are, when children, right? The children that don't get the discipline, I'm not talking beating, I'm not talking, abuse. I'm talking to be disciplined. The children that aren't getting or haven't been getting properly disciplined, what have they grown up to be? Think about this. And so when we see people doing the right things, we should be encouraging them. They are doing the right things, and not looking at them like, why are you allowing this to happen in a public space? I think that's one of the things. We got to go back to the basics of things and look at the root of the cause of these issues, and applaud the people that are doing the right things. Okay, risers, continue to rise above the challenges that life bring your way, and have a great